So I started calling up psychics. And then that's when I went
How
to
old were you? You started doing this?
about 17 and a half, 18. As soon as I had that dream, which was 17 or 18, that's when I was
You
like,
start. Wow, you went after light.
I went after light, knowledge,
Wow.
knowledge.
And then,
Yeah.
and then that search from Prophet Google took you to a psychic that did what type of stuff to you? What did she tell you?
So the prophet psychic, I should say, it was a woman. As soon as like I went in, obviously the enemy knows your gifts. You know, he's been watching you since the beginning. She was like, oh, you know, as they always say to the most people, like, oh, you have different gifts. You always felt like you were rejected because you knew you were different, this and that. You have a very special gift for music, and I see you have a future bright in music and this and that. You know, I know you don't fit in. You never fit in as a kid. That's because you're different and you're meant to bring change in the world. So give me, you know, she knew, like, Satan knows, you know, Satan knows you fully. I mean, since he studied you. And she was like, so give me, but you have a curse on you. She was like, you have a curse on you and we need to break that curse. You have to give me X amount of money for me to birth your future to you. And then, yeah.
Wow.
And when she was saying things from my past, that she was like, oh, you were 12 years old, about this age when you came to the United States, and you went through this, and then you're good at this. And I was like, oh, this is God speaking to me, you know?
Yes, for sure. How else would she know all of this, other than she would have gone on your Facebook or Instagram? Wow. So this lady tells you things that you're like, man, she's a spiritual, she's connected to God or something, and then you start trusting her. And then did anybody in the family member, anybody tell you, hey, Mariam, you shouldn't do this?
Oh yeah, because I started getting, because once I set my mind and my heart on something, I'm gonna go deep, you know. And that's what happened with, because Satan knew once I started going deep, he was just gonna take me off into a deep hole. So my sister was like, hey, you're seeing these psychics a little bit too much. Don't give them money. Don't spend too much money. But I was like, no, they know something, you know. I will fight with my family. I was always like a black sheep, you know. But and then that also like gave me a shameful guilt feeling. I'm like, I'm a girl. Why am I so like a, you know, because it's usually the boys that are like, you know, rebellious and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm a girl. Why am I so rebellious towards everything in life, you know? Just a bad kid. Why am I like that? So yeah, my mom would tell me, my sister would tell me, like, stop going. You're going to psychics too much. But I'm like, no, there's power. There's power in there. I need to get my, you know, destiny, my future right, because there's something special, and I need to go. And I spent like thousands and thousands of dollars, and I started like, obviously I would get demonic prayers and demonic energy from them, and I started growing in my psychic gifts, you know. That's when, yeah.